I really like Mike, but he's dead wrong on this one. Because the last time I checked, all players do a lot of celebrations. And so right now, we have fans and media actually enthusiastic that the NFL lessened what they would punish players for actually celebrating their achievement.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
And so I always applauded players that were really introverted and act like they've been there before, like Barry Sanders, as a Lions fan. He scored a touchdown, make 5 people miss, just hand the ball to the ref. And I was like, how can he do that? I would go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay? Steph Curry has a lot of built-up energy and anxiety from last year's finals. Throwing the behind-the-back pass that went out of bounds, team blew a 3-1 lead. And Steph Curry always handles himself with class. We see him be a husband, a son, his brother's in the league. He's an ambassador for the game. He handles himself with maturity, respect, and responsibility. So how he behaves on the floor, that's a different individual. That's a different person. And it's the championship. It's not like it's the 5th game of the year and it doesn't mean something. This means everything to him. And I'm excited about watching him play and show that level of enthusiasm.
Yeah, I can't call this classless. I've never seen anything Steph Curry's done on the basketball court made me think that, let alone off the court.
Well, he did throw his mouthpiece last year in the finals.
I give you that. I give you that.
But that was the only time, and that was the only time he got ejected.
I give you that. This is a guy who has lived by a standard and a work ethic that has gotten him into the conversation at one time of being the best player. Remember, this conversation was last year. And now it's KD after 2 games, but it was Steph Curry last year after 73 wins. And everyone's saying, oh, you know what? LeBron James, look out. And LeBron James took exception to that. He's like, hold on. Do you see my body at work? And already you're going to try and anoint this guy as the new king of our sport? Okay. And they had their moments and their clashes. And we remember when LeBron James blocked his shot and when LeBron James looked at him like, stay in your place. And then we saw Steph Curry and his team trying to be number 1 and then have to take a step back. Now remember, Steph Curry and his anxiety of trying to be the number 1 player in the game and having the best team, and they don't win a championship, and he's not the best player. And then they add Kevin Durant. There's some part of him that has to say, I wanted this to be my team, but now I have to share this same glory with this guy to get to where I want our team to go. But all that said, that wasn't a guy that was being classless. As a matter of fact, in that moment, he wouldn't even look at LeBron James because I think he respects
You think that was respect?
And no, respect and deference that I don't really want it with you. We want it with you, me and KD, but I don't want it with you. And LeBron James, when LeBron James blocked the shot, he looked him dead in the eye and said, look, what's up now, partner? Now, when Steph did his, he looked into the crowd and said, doesn't this feel good? And saved me from him. There's a completely different response. He's not classless.
So I don't personally have a problem with what Steph's doing, his celebrations, but I'm gonna tell you this coming from Francesa, it's not coming out of left field for me. I've been hearing this. The tide has been turning on Steph for some time, and I'm gonna tell you why. Jalen, it's not just the high kicks. It's not just the shimmies. It's not just the celebrations, the mouth guard chewing. It's that it happens, the sentiment is that it happens when he's in front, when they're winning.
Yeah.
You heard Max Kellerman sit here yesterday and say, Steph has a bit of front running him. Did he not say that yesterday?
That's real.
And I'm telling you, that's a mentality that's running out there. There's a sentiment that these Warriors, and embodied by Steph, are turning unlikable. They came from being the underdog, upstart, everyone cheered for them team, to becoming America's villains. And Steph's antics are part of that. It's Draymond's emotions. It's honestly, it's Steve Kerr's politics. It's KD's decisions. Not Steve Kerr's politics, but that he talks about politics. These are all things that divide us. And that's what's starting to divide the people on the Warriors. They're starting to be, I'll tell you this, the country would rather see the Cavs win this. It would be better for the NBA if the Cavs win this, because the Warriors are becoming the villain. Now, I don't think it's going to happen.
Jalen.
But
they've become the villain not because of anything you said. It's because they have 4 All-Stars and they're the favorite. And we like to create storylines in sports. They handle themselves with respect, with discipline, and it's the championship game. I want to see emotion. I want to see enthusiasm. You don't want to see somebody celebrating a sack when they're down 21 points.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm up 21, then I should celebrate it. And that's what they're doing. The last time I checked, they thumped the Cleveland Cavaliers the first 2 games.
Yes.
Right?
Hold on. I get you about celebrating when you're down. You know what I'm talking about, what people are talking about? It's Steph walking away from the 3 with his hand up, before it goes in.
You know why?
And it misses.
You ready for this? Because he can. This ain't Nick Young shooting a three-point shot and walking away. Because he can. Steph Curry is the first player I ever seen get the ball 80 feet away, and it's 3-2-1 on the clock, and we're all looking and thinking it might go in.
Yeah, that's real.
The first player in the history of the game, so he can do that.